All right. Thank you, everybody, for taking our time to be with us on this show this afternoon. We apologize for starting quite late. We're about 30 minutes behind the scheduled time for this show to come up. But at the same time, thank you for still, being a part of this. We really, really appreciate those who are joining. If you are joining, just show me a signal. Let me know that you are here. Let me see a comment from you to show that you are here. I see people who are watching from YouTube. Anybody who is watching on Facebook, I see people join us also on Instagram. Joker's Place, Adeswa, Emila Decor, and all those people who are joining us. Please share this video. It's going to be a concluding part of the session we started last week on how your skin care affects your hormone balance and the skin and beauty care products that people use. A whole lot of women are into so many products and they do not know how this impact on their health. And our consultant specialist who joined us last week, she's also on standby and she's going to be coming up shortly. She's going to be live on this show to tell us. I don't know why she's laughing. Mrs. Milayo Shamo, good evening. Mrs. Tolu Olawinde, good evening. Mrs. Abe Special, good evening. Mrs. Billy Barua, good evening. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm not going to take more time today. It's going to be a very short episode, so I will bring in up Mrs. Ola Adeshina from New York. She is a specialist who was with us last week. Okay, yeah, I can see all things natural already. I want to connect with her on Instagram and then bring her up on Facebook. All right, so Mrs. Eka Debanjo, good evening, ma. How are you doing today? Good to have you. Good to have you. All right, Mrs. Ola Adeshina, you are live. How are you today?
I'm fine. Good afternoon, bros.
Oh, God have mercy on you. Okay. Also, already I'm waiting for your invite on Instagram. I sent you an invite. It's waiting for you to accept on Instagram, so you come up on the video on Instagram. All right, you are here on Instagram, so our Instagram audience can see you. You're a good marketer, somebody. So you want them to see all things natural behind you. That's fine. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. All right. So last week we spoke about quite a number of things, and we had a lot to talk about our skincare. And this week we are looking at the second part of that topic. We talk about those products that are dangerous that could people use that are found in so many skincare products, and people use them, and it's really really affecting people's health. And today we will continue on that. We've listed quite a number of things that we'll be talking about today. Number one is the idea of the types of skin that are available, what kind of tests are carried out there to know your skin type so that you're not. Some people are just overflogging, overbeating their skin, looking for help, and they are doing the wrong things. These are things that we want to look at today, and then we will address all of this in within the short time we have today. So, Mrs. Oladeshina, over to you right now. What can you say about skin types and skincare products that addresses each skin type?
All right. Thank you for having me again on the show.
Thank
Appreciate
you
it.
for hearing us, for coming to our show.
Even though you were late today, I will pardon you.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. So as for skin types, I am not a medical professional, but from the little that I know that there are three common types of skin type, and it's the oily skin, the dry skin, and the normal and the combination skin. So some people have just oily skin, some people have straight on dry skin, and some people have the combination of oily and dry. Now it is very easy to identify. Just merely looking at somebody, you can tell what kind of skin that they have. If you're looking at me, seeing me face to face, you can tell that I have oily skin because you see that my face is, always oily. And for those with dry skin, you see that their skin is kind of scaly. It's scaly. You can tell from the skin. And for those with combination skin, which happens to actually be the category that I fall into, they are, for me, I am oily in summer, and then in the winter season, I am very dry. So it's easy to tell. Men looking at somebody, you can say that, you know, this person has oily skin, this person has dry skin, or they have a combination skin. Some people have normal, but I feel like normal is not so common. People that have normal skin is not so common.
How do you define what is normal?
They are just in between. They are not normal. They are not oily. They are not dry. You know, they're just normal. Their skin is just, they don't need to do anything extra.
Okay. Are there, you know, people,
it just kind of just balances out.
Are you talking about people who don't even use anybody cream? They just wake up in the morning, arise and shine.
You just see them and you're like, what are you using? You're glowing. Like, I don't use anything.
Wow.
So there are people, and there's some people that have sensitive skin. And now when I say sensitive, I say it in terms of the way that their skin reacts to certain things that they use.
Okay.
And those are the set of people that are very difficult to deal with, because you don't know exactly what they are sensitive to. So your only options is to do research and find out, you know, subtle things that they can use that will not affect their skin.
All right. So how does this now affect the skin care products people use? And then I want us to take this to natural skincare products that can be of help in this matter.
Okay. I'll start with oil. Oily skin is just an overproduction of sebum.
Right.
And that sebum is just oil. You know, it means that your whatever is supplying oil to you is acting on overtime. It's crazy. You know, you're producing it in excess. And for those that have dry skin, your body is not producing enough sebum. It's not producing enough sebum. So I tell people with oily skin that, you know, don't layer your skin with things that are oily. It doesn't mean you cannot use oily things, but you need to be able to differentiate light oils and heavy oils. So for me now, in summer, my skin is oily. So I've figured out what oils are heavy and what are light. And two oils that come to my mind is lavender.
Okay.
And there's one other one, trying to remember. Grapeseed. Grapeseed oil and lavender. They are very light oils that people with oily skin can use. So when you use that, it kind of blends with your face. You're not piling oil upon oil. If your skin is oily, stay away from avocado oil. Stay away from what oil? Tamanu oil. There's so many oil in town, but people have to go the extra mile by reading up these things, because most of the problem that people have is that they just go to the store and just grab anything. People are not doing research to see that, does this thing work for me? You get? Yeah. So with oily skin, you want to make sure that whatever you're applying on your skin is light, is not heavy. And the only way you would know that is for you to read about it. Because if nobody tells you, you wouldn't know. So you have to go the extra mile by doing the research and read about what you're actually putting on your skin. Jojoba oil, there's another oil called jojoba oil that is actually very good. Jojoba oil is expensive, but it is the closest oil that mimics the normal sebum that we produce from our body. That's the closest that anybody can, you know, can use, but you can use in a moderate form.
Right.
So for those with dry skin, what do they want? I always tell people with dry skin, when you apply moisturizer on your skin, actually let your skin be a little bit damp.
Okay.
when you have dry skin. Let your skin be a little bit damp when you apply, because the water, the dampness acts as a film that attracts whatever it is that you are putting on your skin to bind it together. So if your skin is dry and you just go grab coconut, not oil, like the whipped one, that the one they whip into a cream, like a cream that is laced in coconut oil, even though they say that coconut oil is very good, it just stays on your skin. It's not doing anything. Your skin is not absorbing it.
Okay.
So you have to use heavy oils, or oils that are deeply penetrating. Watermelon seed oil is a kind of oil that is also expensive if you buy the organic one.
Watermelon,
watermelon seed
oil. What is in watermelon seed? Yeah. What is
not
in
just watermelon?
No. I understand. What is in watermelon seed is omega-3.
All right. So from what I know, I am not a phytochemist, but what I know is that I'm not a phytochemist.
All right, go ahead.
What I know of watermelon seed oil from research is that the seed, the oil that comes from the seed, is deeply moisturizing than the normal watermelon seed oil, watermelon seed that people just parade in the stores.
Okay.
And you can imagine the seed of watermelon, the quantity of oil that will come out in a gallon, or in 2 ounces, or in 4 ounces. You can imagine the level of the quantity. So if somebody is selling you a watermelon seed oil and they say it's $5, you have to be careful. You have to look at that thing and be like, okay, how many oil came out of the seed of the watermelon? So watermelon seed oil, they said, is deeply moisturizing than the normal just watermelon oil. Neem. Of course, bros, you know neem. Neem is the one that we call dongoyaro. It's also good for people that suffer from dry skin and eczema. Eczema is dry skin, right? It's just a higher level of dry skin. Eczema is excessive dry skin.
Okay.
So neem oil is also very good for people that have dry skin. Plantain leaves, the normal plantains that we buy in the store, the leaves. So you know there's a way that they extract all of these oils from these leaves. So there's plantain oil. There's neem oil.
Plantain leaf oil.
Neem.
Plantain leaf oil.
Plantain leaf oil.
Correct.
Yes.
I want to confirm.
That has been extracted.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. These are the oils that are also good for very dry skin. Last week we were talking about shea butter, and we were saying that in Nigeria and Ghana, shea butter is very popular, but unfortunately, those of us that live in Nigeria, we don't make use of shea butter. Shea butter is deeply moisturizing. If you go into the store here, 90 out of 100 products that you will pick contains shea butter that has been refined in one way or the other. So pure shea butter is also good for very dry skin. So I feel like, people are just lazy. People are lazy when it comes to how they take care of themselves. Because all of these things, we can do little research here and there and figure out what works and what does not work. If you go on Google and you read so many different things, you're able to tell, what is good for the skin and what is not good. But in this age, people are looking for chemical products that are chemical laced because it tends to work faster.
Okay.
But the thing again to consider is that most of these oils are expensive. So I will see reason why people, sometimes can be skeptical about them. Another one that comes to my mind is pomegranate. I actually have all these oils. Okay, maybe I can show you the gallons.
Pomegranate, right?
Pomegranate. Yeah, pomegranate seed oil.
Yeah, that's what I want to confirm. That is the seed oil.
Seed oil, and the one that is organic. It's not refined.
Everything I talk about on our program is organic, non-refined, and non-processed. If you want to get the best of all these products, they have to be organic, they have to be unrefined, unprocessed, non-GMO. You will find them on the labels. Maybe we'll talk about all of these labels on this program. I've spoken about that with people in the bootcamp. They know what to look out for. But I thank you for bringing them out. Organic pomegranate seed oil. All right.
Oil. And it's good for anti-aging and wrinkles. And very perfect for matured skin that is drying.
Yeah, Ms. Apostle the editor is asking, what about oily skin? We will get to oily skin. Now we're talking about the dry skin. So just listen.
We're talking about that.
Yeah, we're talking about dry skin now. So we'll soon get over to oily skin. Okay.
All right. So pomegranate is a very good one. I even always tell people with matured skin that your best kind of oil to use is pomegranate. Now, last week I was saying I try not to bother myself with all of these creams because then I would now need to engage the service of a phytochemist to tell me what is safe and not what is safe. So majority of my products are oil. They are oils that I can do by myself, or maybe if I don't have time, I can buy from trusted farms.
People on Instagram can't see your face. Your Instagram camera is looking to Adekiti. Make sure it's looking at.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay.
Because I have 2 tripod stand and one is facing else. I don't know.
I know. All right. No. It's better this way. Okay.
All right. Okay, so I was talking about pomegranate.
Right.
And I was saying that I like to keep to oils because for me it's headache dealing with what is emulsifying wax and emollients and all of that. Yeah, I like to keep it organic, keep it unrefined.
Right.
I don't want to deal with any unnecessary chemicals that I'm not even to pronounce their names.
Wow.
Yeah, so for dry skin, calendula is another one too. Calendula flower, and then when it's extracted, you get the oil, calendula oil.
Okay.
I think some people call it pot marigold. It's like the yellow little flowers. It's yellow and I don't know how to describe it now, but it's a common flower. It's called calendula, and it's very healing.
Right. Okay.
So that's for dry skin. I've mentioned pomegranate. I've mentioned neem. I've mentioned plantain leaf oil, calendula.
Right.
All right.
Yeah, that's calendula oil. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And so for those with oily skin, you don't need a lot of work with oily skin because your skin is already producing the sebum that it needs. The only difference is that it's producing it in excess. But the thing with people with oily skin is that it's more noticeable on our face. For the skin, we don't really need to worry about your hands or your legs or your arms. It's the face. Like some people's oil can fry plantain. When you see them, like it's it's a lot, so having to manage that is always a challenge. So what I tell people is that for those with oily skin, you don't really need too much. You just need to put that oil under control. And how you do that is just use toners. Look for toners that are plant-based. Toners like rose. You can use rose. There's rose toners. There's one they call witch hazel.
Witch hazel, okay.
Yeah. There's another one, geranium. These are expensive toners. There's geranium, there's patchouli, there's all kind of different kind of toners that people with oily skin can use. And one other
they are natural, they are
plant-based. Exactly.
Toners.
I think I always buy the ones that are distillate.
Can you list them again, please?
All right. Witch hazel.
Okay, I know that. Witch hazel.
You got that?
Yes.
Geranium. Geranium.
Geranium.
Geranium.
Okay, geranium. Okay, all right. I got that.
The frankincense. You remember frankincense, one of the gifts that was given to Jesus Christ.
According to the Bible.
According to the Bible. Yes, now according to the Bible.
You're right. Okay.
Frankincense oil is very the original is the original and organic one is very expensive.
No wonder they gave it to Jesus.
Yeah, it's very expensive. I hear that it's going out of extinction and they're trying to keep it, to preserve it somehow. It's also, yes, I heard that it's going into.
Somebody's asking what about vitamin C toner?
I'm not comfortable with vitamin C toner. You know what? Because most people react to it.
What about the serum? Are serums also in this class? In this group?
Yes, serums are also in this class, because the things with this oil is that you can mix it up with different things. You can even mix them with shea butter.
Okay.
You can mix them up with shea butter. So lotions are in this class, serums are in this class, toners are in this class. I'm just telling you the things to watch out for in whatever you're buying.
Fine. Okay. So you mentioned witches. We have geranium, frankincense oil.
Frankincense oil.
Right.
Lavender too is good.
Lavender, good. Okay.
Lavender oil is also very good. And I forgot to say that for those with dry skin, not even dry skin alone, for anybody, especially ladies, I don't advocate for you washing your face with soap every day.
Okay. So what do they do? What is advice?
All right. I tell people 4 times in a week is 4 or 3 times in a week is okay for you to use soap. The other 3 days you can use oil. You can actually use oil to cleanse your face, whether your face is oily or is dry or is sensitive. You can use oil. There are cleansing oils that you can use. And for those of us with oily skin, our cleansing oil is lavender.
Right.
Those are the oils that you can just apply on your face. You can just rub it on your face, rub it in for like 1 or 2 minutes and get a damp cloth that is, but that dampness must be a little bit hot, not cold. Hot water in cloth and wipe it off. We don't need to be scrubbing on our face with soap every day, because that too is very drying when you keep up putting soap in your face. So what I do is that if I use toners today, I go in the shower, I just use ordinary water to wash my face. I come out and the toner is my cleanser, is what I use to cleanse my face. Right. I don't use soap all of the time. And sometimes I'll use oil.
Right. Now, because of our time, can you talk about what about last week? You began talking about the hair. You were talking about the various scalp issues people have on their hair and some natural methods and things that can be done. You know, I want to talk more about that again today. So let's talk about the various creams and what are the things to look out for that are natural or that can be of help to people that are natural in terms of care for the hair.
Okay, I quickly want to retract the person that mentioned about vitamin C.
Okay.
I realize that most people react to vitamin C, especially when you use it and then you go in the sun.
Okay.
When you go in the sun, they always say it kinds of burns, and that is, and that is true for lemon. Anything that has lemon, that has orange peel, and all of that. I always tell people use it at night. If you need to use it at night. Don't use it on and then you go in the sun. Even with normal regular oil, don't just apply oil and then go walk in the sun.
Yeah, because it's like you are providing something, like I'm providing foil.
Exactly.
Because they're actually foil, like anyway, so they can actually burn.
Right. It can burn, exactly.
Right.
So, you know, I always tell people, you know, when you want to use oil, use it at night. Or if you want to use it as just way before you've even planned to go outside in the sun.
Wow.
That is when you should use it.
So what do you advise? What about things that people can use like SPF? What do you advise?
Okay, yeah, sun protection.
Yes.
Recently, I discovered one oil, and it's called Tamanu. Tamanu. Tamanu oil.
Tamanu oil.
Tamanu. Tamanu.
Oh, CA. Okay.
T for tango.
Oh, TA. Oh, Tamanu. Okay.
Tamanu.
Tamanu oil. Okay. I see. Wow.
Okay, according to research, they said it's good for ultraviolet. I don't know whatever that means.
UV rays. Yeah.
UV rays. So
right?
is is
sunscreen agent.
all of those other SPF sun blocking
165.
Exactly, that you go buy in the store. Try Tamanu oil. Tamanu oil, organic and unrefined. It protects the skin from the sun.
Wow. So
it's a very thick oil, and you just need to apply it lightly. You can even use it under your foundation or your whatever it is that you apply, your makeup and all of that. You can use it. When you're going to the beach, you can use it. You can apply it on your face, on your neck.
Wow. I just put up Jumoke's details for those of you who might want to contact her. I think I did put them up last week. I'm doing that again today. You know, our information will be on the screen, you know, so I can reach out to her, because my advice is this: please try to go for organic stuff when it comes to your skincare. There's so many problems with women, with ladies right now that are being aggravated by the kind of skin and beauty care product which they use. So sorry, I caught you up by taking you back on the sunscreen agent. I was going to talk about we're talking about this hair products that are natural, that are organic, right? So I want to continue on that, on those hair products that are organic and natural, right?
Okay. And your Tamanu is a U, not a O. I saw that it was O put. Tamanu.
It's a U. Tamanu. Okay. Tamanu. Okay. All right. We'll correct
all right. So about hair care, you know, last week we were saying that, you know, sometimes most of us have things that we're dealing with. Right. And we have to, especially with hair, anything that has to do with hair, and we always need to see specialists. Because we just want to be treating what is happening on the outside. There might be things going on the inside that we need to deal with. Yeah. And recently, I started reading that petroleum is not even good. You know, the normal petroleum
jelly.
Jelly. I was reading about it. You know, that it wasn't good. I was reading that it contained so many chemicals that are dangerous to you know, to people. And for hair, I always recommend that, you know, just do it naturally. As usual, when you go into a store and you grab something, just read. You know what most of us do? Somebody comes and tell us, oh, I bought that from Mrs. and it worked for me. And we just go and we buy it without reading, without checking, and we just start applying it on our scalp. Now, my hair grease I formulated with shea butter.
Right.
So whatever you're buying from me that you're putting on your hair is shea butter. The base is shea butter. Any other thing that I'm adding is plant-based, that is helping with whatever situation that we are dealing with. Last week, we talked about traction alopecia.
Right.
And we said that people of African descent tend to experience more of traction alopecia because of our lifestyle, which is the braids that we normally do, the weaves, the cornrows, and the pulling on our hair. So that normally causes traction. And the earlier we catch traction, the better. Because if it's something that you've been doing for years and years on, the follicles might be dead. And if your follicles is dead, you're just trying so many things, progress is going to be slow. and it's not going to work. I told you last week of how I went to see somebody who claimed to be a trichologist, and they ended up being a marketer. He ended up being a marketer trying to sell me a chemical to put on my hair. Okay. You know? So when we go and grab that hair grease or that shampoo, we need to read and see what it contains. When you have mouthfuls, things that you cannot even pronounce, you have to sit down and think about it. And you know what I also discovered? Sometimes, because they don't want you to know what they're using, they go and use the scientific names of this product. They are not necessarily chemicals. They might be organic, but they go use the names of the scientific, and you're reading it, and you don't understand.
Okay. Yeah.
So I remember that when my mentor was teaching me how to formulate a shampoo, she mentioned something about propane diol. And when she said that, I was like, which one is propane diol again? And then I went to Google it. I just realized that it was just corn.
So
it was just corn. So I thought, I was like, propane diol is corn. Oh, she said yes, it's a corn extract that is naturally, is naturally derived from corn. I was like, you should have just told me corn. You should have just told me corn instead of propane diol.
Big grammar, okay.
The big things. So for me, I go with herbs. If I'm holding anything in my hands, maybe because I'm now formulating with the herbs, I want to make sure that everything that I'm holding in my hands contains herbs. Like I'm holding my shampoo now, and I see yerba. I don't know if you've heard about yerba mate. Yerba mate is a leaf. It's like an herb that is good for growing hair. Aloe vera, the common aloe vera that we see everywhere.
Right.
That we can turn into a powdered form, or we can even use the leaf.
Wow.
All of those things. White willow bark, the slippery elm. Even the wheat hazel that we mentioned earlier.
You use slippery elm as well?
Slippery elm is we put slippery elm in shampoos or conditioners or decanters because it makes the hair soft.
Because slippery elm is a very strong respiratory tract herb, which are used for so many people during this coronavirus issue.
It works. Part of my detangler formula because it helps soften the hair.
Wow.
And the one that I'm using, I think, is gotten from the back of. Maybe the back of.
Yeah, it's a bark. Slippery elm. It's
a bark, right?
Slippery elm bark. Yeah, it's a bark.
It's a bark. Yeah. So it makes the hair very strong.
My hair because my hair is strong.
Don't just go and take slippery elm and then rub it on your head like that. It's not like that. Everything is formulation.
My hair is strong.
Your hair is strong. Let me interpret it in Yoruba. Oriyin layer.
Please. We have some people who don't understand that language here.
Okay, your head is strong. That is interpretation.
They told me last week that I had some people who are not even Nigerians, who are not even black, who will listen to the program, and they were like, we lost you people when you began to talk your language from your identity. So please, let's behave ourselves.
Let's keep it English.
Okay.
We'll keep it strictly English.
Right. Okay.
All right. So slippery elm, it has to be in another form. It has to be formulated. It's not just something you can just grab and then lay it on your hair.
Right.
All of these things, even though that they're natural, you can't just take them. Rosemary is another thing that people should watch out for. Rosemary is like the common. I wish I have. Can I go grab it? I wish I can.
Is it the oil? Is it the rosemary oil?
Rosemary oil.
Okay. All right.
But the thing is that we have to be able to differentiate between the oil and the fragrance and the rosemary fragrance.
Yeah. Okay. I get that.
Okay. So because the oil is extracted.
All right.
From rosemary. Rosemary is looks like thyme. I don't know if you know that spice that we call thyme that we have in the kitchen. Even rosemary, we use it as a kitchen spice.
Right.
And use it to cook.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rosemary according to research, rosemary is the closest to a medicine that they call minodiazole. I don't know how to say the name, but is a very strong, potent hair-growing chemicals that dermatologists recommend to, especially balding men.
Wow. For men who are bald hair.
Yes. They said it's the closest to that medicine, Rogaine and minodiazole or something. That rosemary is the natural herbs that is closest to that chemical that works very well for people that are experiencing baldness.
Wow.
It makes your hair grow. It thickens your hair if you have thin hair. So these are the things that we should watch out for in our.
Yeah, that chemical talking about is minoxidil.
Minoxidil.
Yeah. Okay.
So those are the things that we should watch out for in our hair care product. We should watch out for Amla. Amla is, I think, it's Indian gooseberry.
Wow.
It's a fruit called Indian gooseberry.
Indian gooseberry. Okay.
Indian gooseberry. So Amla comes from that fruit. I think is maybe the root.
Wow.
I think it's the root, and it helps to grow hair. They said it also helps to slow down graying.
Oh, you mean it slows down gray hair?
Gray hair, yes.
Oh,
it helps to
slow down
on
my beard because I'm growing gray hair on my beard.
You can't help that one. There's nothing you can do about it.
Bad somebody. I thought you would say yes.
No. You can't help that. You can't help it. White hair is a sign of body.
I will have to go get it. Let me use it first. Then I will now know whether I can help it or not.
Okay. So Amla is yes. The English word for it is Indian gooseberry.
Indian gooseberry.
Yes.
Gooseberry. Wow.
It helps to grow your hair. It helps to thicken your hair. It helps to condition. Even the regular aloe vera that they sell, that long, that green looking thing that they sell, it's very powerful. But the problem with most of us is that we find it difficult to commit to anything. People find it difficult to commit to something. Once you tell them use this, they use it for 1 week and they can't see any change. They say, it's not working. It doesn't work like that.
Wow.
You have to be consistent and using, all of these things. Bhringraj. There's another one called Bhringraj.
Okay.
This also, I think, is peculiar to India or Pakistan.
Wow.
Bhringraj, that is the name. It helps to grow hair. The only thing with Bhringraj is that if it's not mixed in the right proportions, it can also be very drying. So your hair is growing, but your scalp is drying out.
Bhringraj.
Bhringraj. BHRIN.
Okay.
GRAJ.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
I think it's an Indian word.
Okay. Yeah, that's between the Pakistanis and Indians. That name sounds like Amtab and Dharmendra.
Dharmendra.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it up now. Bhringraj. Yeah.
Bhringraj.
Wow. Okay, that's it. Bhringraj oil.
Yes. Chebe powder.
Yeah. Sorry, people who are watching us from Instagram, we are not able to put all these names on Instagram, but they are all on our YouTube and Facebook pages. We're putting them up there, right there. Okay. All right, go ahead, Jumoke. Thanks.
Okay. I mentioned Bhringraj, right?
Right.
Amla. Did I mention Amla?
Yeah, Amla, Indian gooseberry. So that one is one I'm going to buy for my white, my gray hair, and slippery Elm Bark is to make my head.
Don't go and rub slippery hem on your head, and then you say I'm the one that said so.
Okay. Yeah.
And for castor oil.
Wow, that's common, right?
Yes, but
castor oil seems common. Yeah.
There's one other kind of castor oil that works better than the regular castor oil, and that's the black castor oil.
The black castor oil.
It's more potent than the castor oil.
Wow. The black castor oil.
black castor oil.
Right. Okay.
Even carrot seed oil.
Carrot seed oil. Now,
Carrot seed oil.
people are surprised that oils are gotten from some of these things you're talking about. Yeah, carrot seed oil, right.
For me, I love oils because with oils, I know what I'm doing. I don't have to read up about how I'll thicken up a substance or something to dilute with something, you know.
Wow.
Carrot seed oil. There's another one that I'm trying to remember now. Horsetail.
Oxtail.
Horsetail is an herb. Is an herb.
Right.
You know. So if you buy it in extract form, you can put it in your shampoo.
Okay.
You can put it in your shampoo. You can put it in your hair cream. But it depends on what extract you're buying. So if you're buying something that is probably water soluble or whatever that contains water, you know, you're not going. If you're mixing oil with cream, you need a binding agent. So horsetail is yerba. I mentioned yerba mate.
Oh, you're just saying that.
Yerba, Y-E-R-B-A.
Y-E-R-B-A.
Yes.
Okay.
M-A-R-T-E. These are all the natural things that.
Say that last one again. Yerba what again?
Yerba, M-A-R-T-E.
M-A-R-T-E. Okay, okay. Is that also an oil?
No, it's a leaf. It's a loose leaf that you can buy the oil. Some people already made it into oil. You can buy the leaf or you can buy the extract.
Wow. Interesting.
You have to give it's two separate words.
Oh, two separate words. Wow.
Yes, and it's T, not C. Yerba mate.
Yerba mate. Oh, okay. It sounded like something I don't want to say now. Yerba mate. You call that soup?
Yerba mate.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. This is Dr. Yai they are just coming to my rescue. You can imagine all the while you are just coming. That's Dr. Ajayi. He's far away in Argentina. So I guess he waited for the class to start. He says we drink it as agbo. Oh my word. Somebody is asking you, how long can we be using this oil for? Me, I don't really have patience.
You have to be patient. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, people have. We really need to be patient.
Do you have any oil for patience?
I don't have oil for patience. You really have to be very patient. That's the thing with oil. You know, anything organic. What I've realized with organic product is that some of them take time.
But they work and no side effects.
People are not patient. People are always looking for magic. People are always looking for magic.
It is the problem we are faced with, because the issue is that most of these conditions did not come overnight. Some of the conditions that come with time, and you will also need a whole lot of patience, you know, to reverse them. So if you want a solution that will not going to harm you, harm your body, or harm your skin, especially the reason we are discussing this in this class is, this session is to let you know the harmful effect of most of the chemicals you put on your body and how they affect your hormones. And so many of the times they affect your health, and you don't even notice that the things you are dealing with. And people will go from one hospital to another, take one medication to another. The case of the lady I spoke about 2 weeks ago, I mean, she's done several IVFs. Even the IVF wouldn't work. And the solution to what she was going through was just a change in her skincare products. So whenever she puts on those skincare products, their entire hormone balance is distorted. So there are many people who are using such things and they don't even know this is the things disturbing them. So I am not the kind of person who will tell you what not to use without giving you alternatives. And that is why we have spoken about all these natural alternatives that you can use for both for your skin and then for your hair. And I think it's something that you may want to listen to this video again, because I know Jumoke is very busy. Let me put that information up again. I've been putting it up. Although she's not going to pay me for this free service to mankind and humanity. But please, our number is also on Instagram, all things natural, 1+1 6315 787401. That same number is available for WhatsApp. You can send her a WhatsApp message and she's going to respond to you. If you really need to help, you need help, look at all the names she was mentioned. Look at some of the oils she mentioned: lavender, geranium, frankincense, slippery Elm Bark oil, rosemary oil. These are natural things, and these are things that, I mean, when you're talking about those in that Bhringraj oil, you know, I just remembered those. I have so many Pakistanis and Indians around. Look at how smooth their hair grow. You know, it's nothing is entangling. There is no entanglement in their hair. Everything is just coming.
Indians use that Amla.
Yes.
Amla, you find Amla is a staple in
Indian Gooseberry oil, right?
Oh.
So all these are things that we can use, we can engage, and will not harm us. The cream you put in your hair, some people, because look at the one about the gray hair. That one, I'm going to recommend it because I know many people, because they want to take out the gray hair, they begin to apply dye. And dye is toxic to the hair. And there's so many
then changes the color. Do you realize that even at a certain point, the hair is no longer white?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Now change into a different color.
No, the hair will now have a mind of its own. It'll be turning on you. Okay. So Dr. Jai is saying they drank with hot water, cold water, terere in a cup and straw. Oh, in South Africa? It's from South Africa. Yaba Mate. Okay. From South. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. Okay. Thank you so much, everybody. We will not go beyond this for today. It's been a very interesting episode. I'm going to go back to continue on Hormone Reset from next week. And so the details to contact Jumoke, Ola Adeshina, they are still on the screen. You can contact her on WhatsApp, follow her on Instagram, follow her also on Facebook. Our Facebook, whatever, is not here, but our Instagram address is there. Our website is also there, and our phone numbers are on there. You can actually, you know, link up with her and then follow her up and get all this contact, get this information. She told us last week that if you consult, our consultation is for free. So she will consult for free for you. So you can actually pay attention to those things that you are using that are negatively impacting on your health. One more time.
I want to quickly mention that as per the oils, you know, because I don't want people to start using things and they said, oh, they heard it from Jumoke on the Pastor Digi's page. The things with oil is that use them in very small quantities. Because when you layer them too much on your scalp, they can also block your follicles.
Wow.
So you want to make sure that you're using them in very light quantity. You don't have to pour a whole oil on your head.
On your head.
Don't anoint yourself. Just a little. Just, you know, put a little. And massage is very important. I realize that massage helps, you know, to increase circulation to whatever part of the body, the scalp. The massage is also, even just massaging your scalp 5 minutes a day if you have problem scalp, 5 minutes every day, just lay down there and be massaging. It helps a lot to improve hair growth.
Wow, this is awesome. So all those hair massage is going to help to, you know, help give you fuller hair because it helps circulation, right? That's very true. Wow, this is enlightening. This is really, really educative, informative. I would like you all to go send this message again to share it with some friends. It's going to be on our YouTube after we're done. You can actually let your friends and people know about it, especially those who are dealing with their hair. And all that. Okay, yeah, that hair massager, right? Oh yeah, I have the one, but the one I have is black. It's not pink. So I have that one too. So I'm using that to massage it. Yeah, to massage. It's used to grow afro, to grow dreads.
It's not that type.
It's different.
It's not the foam. It's not. I know that one you're talking about. It's not the foam. See.
Which one is that? So that one is not foam, right?
No, this is plastic, and I sell them.
Oh wow. Okay, I see. All right.
And it's also, you can also use it to shampoo your hair. This can serve as
Oh,
what
yeah.
you use every time you shampoo your hair instead of using your hand.
I see. Yeah. Wow. Wow. It makes a whole lot of sense. Oh, wow. This is interesting. All right. Thank you, Mrs. Ola Adeshina. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
There. I will let you go right now. Thank you very much. It's been a very interesting session, and that is the way it is on all our Saturday Live. I do not know anyone that we've had, and people don't go back like, wow, 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 wow. These substances are natural. They are out there in abundance. You can use them and save your health and save your life instead of just pouring chemicals on your body and on your head and on your brain and all stuff like that. Thank you very much. We will try to promote. I will promote this particular video. This video, I'm going to promote it so that more women can listen to this and hear what the things that you've shared, so that they know that they have alternatives. They are not helpless, especially with their hair. Not just women, even men. There are many guys who think that because they are now 35, 40, because they have money, they will have broad hair. I know people who don't have money say that their hair is choppy. Okay. All right, Jumoke. Thank you very much. We'll see you again. All right, everybody. This is how far we'll go this week. I want to let you know that the Natural Health College, Intersectional College program is going to start in August. The first class is going to be the 8th of August. The July weight loss boot camp, which is tagged Hormone Reset, is actually ongoing. We are going to close admission into that class by the end of next week. So we still have spaces for people who want to join and be a part of that class, to be a part of that class just for this week. I mean, next week is going to be the last time. The grace is going to be over. By next week, we shut it down, and then you won't be able to join the class any longer. But for now, you can still join that class. It's only 1 week done, and then you can still be able to join. This is a number to call if you are joining that class. 1 second. I need to make that come up live there. Yeah, so that's the number to call to join that class. You'll be given all the details you need to join that class. I'm putting up this number again. I spoke about the beta T. People have been asking me questions on how to use it. You can get the beta T, get that number, and the number will direct you on how to get the beta T. I spoke about El Perfect Curry and Thyme product on my show. It's still ongoing. You can contact them. Just tell them that you heard about them from this program, and then maybe they're going to give you a discount this time around. But just get in touch with them for your curry, your thyme, plantain flour, custard, and wheat. All of them are organic and natural. All we're promoting on this program will be natural, organic stuff that can be of help to you and to your health. I won't keep you longer than this. It's been a long day for me. I still have a long weekend ahead. All right. I can only say, please stay healthy. Oh, I never gave you a coronavirus update this week because of time. But stay healthy. Get the beta T. If you're in doubt of anything, just use it, and then you'll be fine. Thank you very much, everybody. Stay blessed.